Okay, I don't have much time to program today, but I'm hoping to fix our bottom stone index problem we found yesterday. So if we pick up a stack, you could see that the bottom stone index is 1, and that means that the mouse stone that is at the bottom is stack order of 1. Because when we drop it, it should become 2, but if we pick it up again, it should become 1, which it does that okay. It's just that when we drop another, there should be bottom stone index of 3, which it is, but when we pick one up again, that's actually still working. But let's see what happens if we drop all 3. Bottom stone index should be nil instead of 4, and then when we pick it up, it's still 3. Okay, that's confusing. So it's not that the bottom stone index is messing up, but actually I think it is because our bottom stone index shouldn't be able to go to 4, and I think the render is getting mixed up. I think it's getting messed up because of that for some reason. If bottom stone index is equal to the amount of occupants in our grid, then we're increasing our bottom stone index. I don't think that's right. What does that even mean? Yeah, we shouldn't be doing it. I don't know. I don't know why we have it like this. Why are we asking if the bottom stone index is equal to the amount of occupants, and if so, increase the bottom stone index? If we press down, we should increase the bottom stone index. Period. No, because we need to not increase the bottom stone index if the bottom stone index is greater than the total amount of stones we picked up. Not the occupants, but if the stone index is... We only want to increment it if it's smaller than the number... I think smaller than the number of our total stones picked up. And we don't really have a total stones picked up, do we? We added a... No, yeah, we do. We added a stones picked up. So let's put, instead of this, we only increment our bottom stone index upon a drop if our... if our bottom stone index is less than that stones picked up. Is it stones picked up? Yeah, stones picked up. Let me see if that might fix it, because we don't want our bottom stone index to go any higher than the amount of stones we picked up. So we're looking for our bottom stone index to not go to 4 when we drop this last one, and it doesn't. It doesn't fix our problem though. Yeah, it doesn't fix our problem. So how come this is bottom stone index 1, 2, 3, Now if we drop that, it should be nil. And then that should be 3 again. So why is that messing up? We need to do this differently, man. There's a better way to do this. So we're dropping things based on the bottom stone index. I want to say something like less than or equal to. Let me see what that does for us. Because if it goes to 4, watch it, bottom stone index goes to 4, but when we pick it up, it goes back to 3, and that's correct now. But it's not rendering it properly. At least it's not crashing anymore. When I spam the up and down, but it's still not rendering. Something in the render's going haywire. I'm curious what the stack order of our 3 is, of our third stone. Because I think that's getting changed. We're not actually doing anything with our stack order. See, look, why did that happen? God dang. So look, if I drop all 3, pick up 1, and then go to drop 1 again, dropping it doesn't actually move it, which doesn't make any sense to me. Oh God. I want to say the stack order is getting jacked, but that doesn't explain why it wouldn't drop that third stone upon repicking it up. If we are pressing up, we I wonder if we have to do something like this, like, no. Let me print up the stack order of that members 3 and we'll see what's going on. Instead of doing this, let's print up. What we want to print up is the stack order of our mouse stones dot members at index 3, its fields stack order. Now we're concatenating that with a string in our debug that says members 3 dot stack order. Let's see. The stack order shouldn't change when we drop. The stack order is 3. Stack order is still 3. Stack order is still 3. Stack order becomes nil here. Now when we pick it up, it becomes nil. So we are losing the stack order. This is very confusing for me how to fix. Because the way we're doing it is we're nullifying. Oh God. If up is pressed. Okay, here we go. If up is pressed. Jesus. If up is pressed when we have no occupants in our mouse stone, meaning we need to pick up the first stone, we need to we need to reinstantiate that stack order. Now we can do it. It's almost like we could prevent that from being a problem, because if you're in a move type move and you click the space, you aren't able to drop all the stones because you have to make a move. If you don't pick up any stones, that's not a move. So since you initiated a move type move on a legal move on a stack that's in your control, we should limit the amount of stones you can drop. You can't drop all of them, because if you drop all of them, that would mean you didn't make a move. You didn't move any stones. So we need to limit. You can't drop all the stones if you initiate a move type move. Now we could do something to fix that. Like we could, it's just that it's one more thing we have to fix, like where if enter is pressed and our mouse stone occupants are 0, do not change the first stone's move locked, or whatever we call that. And then we'd have to also figure out how to reinitialize our stack order, because once we nullify all objects in our mouse stones, we don't know what stack order we're supposed to. We don't know what stack order we're supposed to initialize at, because the stack order inside our mouse stone object is different than the stack order that you pick up on your movement origin grid. So I think the most straightforward way of attacking this is to not allow the player to drop all the stones in their hand, because otherwise that would be not moving. And then maybe we can do if you press Z, you can undo that move selection, so that you can effectively drop that stone back and then pick another square to move, which is probably an appropriate solution, at least for what I'm hoping for. It's just a little it's tricky, man. It's tricky. So when we drop stones, we need to only be able to drop stones if our occupants greater than 1 instead of 0. So we can only drop a stone if we have 2 occupants. We can't drop it if we have 1 occupant. So now we should be able to drop all but that top stone, yes, pick them up, and they still render. So we've kind of fixed that. Now I'm curious if we put, if we add us a 4th object here. So let's say this is actually a laystone on 3, and we're giving us a 4th object here. And it's a black standing stone. Stack order is 4. And these members are all 4. And then the occupants is now 4. Okay, let's see if that works. Now we got a stack of 4. We need to make sure it's black's move. So we have control. Now we can pick up 4 stacks. We've got 4 milestone occupants. We can drop 1, drop 2, drop 3. Still rendering that 4. Cannot drop the 4th, but can pick up them back. And it doesn't crash if I spam it. Okay. So that's working okay. And it looks like it's rendering okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stop rendering this stack order. And I'm also going to stop rendering our debug for our right here for our stack order. I'm just going to turn those off. Now, if we place a couple of something, black's turn, we have a move type move. We can select any black piece, black control. You pick it up, it moves. Oh, see, that's totally jacked. Oh God. Oh no. Okay, I think I know what's happening. It's still rendering. Well, actually, I don't know what's happening because why would this be a legal move? Oh God. So what's weird is if we just pick it up, like over here. Oh yeah, it's not rendering those legal moves anymore. Oh, come on, man. Oi, oi, oi. We broke something. At some point, we broke our legal moves. Once we click and a move type move, let's see. If it's a move type move, let's see. Yeah. So move type move, we click on it. If it's a legal move and the grid's occupants, oh God. Movement origin locked. I don't know how we broke this. I don't know how it used to work and now it doesn't. I don't know what's going on. It's getting way confusing for me to look at this stuff. Look at right here, legal moves. If it's a move type move, and you know what? Maybe we just did it. Let me actually go back. I'm gonna turn this off. This is gonna be 3, and we're gonna see if our legal moves are working on white control. They are not. Really. Shoot, man. Well, how did we mess this up? Jeez, man, I don't know. I don't know how we broke this. If it's a move type move and we're player 1, we have no movement locked. Oh, you know what? No, I know what it is. I know what it is. But we do need to stop rendering. Okay, so look at this. We do need to stop rendering. We need if we click on a grid in our control, well, we need to be black. If we click on a grid here, the better example. So we click on a grid in our control when it's our turn. Now, see how this is a legal move, which should not be the case. There should be no legal moves if we've initiated a pickup. So until we lock in how many stones we need to drop by pressing enter, that's when the legal moves show up. So we need to we need to flush all legal moves if we pick up a stack in our control in a move type move. So in a move type move here, this is legal moves. Oh look, we flush it, yeah. So this is the legal move for our, once we lock in our boolean, but we need to flush our legal moves right here. Why do I have a members one here? Falsifying legal moves. I'm saying for every grid, if the member has a stone type, capstone or standing stone. What? I guess I want to do something where I'm saying if what is our condition for when we pick up a stone but have yet to lock in a stone? It's a click here. We would have a movement origin locked. So if movement origin locked and we're not, where do we press enter? And we're not first movement stones dropped, then we need to flush everything as a legal move. So we can say, I already forgot the names of those things. If we're a movement origin locked, let's do it one at a time. If we're a movement origin locked, I'm going to wipe these stones here. So if we're movement origin locked and we are not first movement stones dropped, then every grid needs to be wiped. So grid at ij its legal move highlight needs to be wiped. And then what this is doing was saying if our member is ever populated, see, and this isn't member one, we need to do something else ultimately, but like if the top stone of that stack is a capstone or a standing stone, then it can't be a legal move. But that's also if movement origin's locked. Because we want it to be a movement. We want it to be able to highlight that. We want it to be highlighted to be able to be moved, but if our movement origin's locked, then any space that has a capstone or a standing stone cannot be a legal move. So let me see if that, first of all, let's see if we drop a capstone or a standing stone. So it's allowing us to render those things, which is good, those highlights. So that's all right. Now if we pick this up, it should flush these two. so that they don't highlight. It should flush everything so it doesn't highlight, which it seems to do. Now, if we just lock in our movement or our stones right now, then these two should light up. And they do. And nothing else lights up. Okay, that might be fixed. I want to leave a note here saying like this flushes all legal moves if movement origin locked. And then this flushes legal moves if space includes capstone or standing stone. Okay. I'm afraid to test it further because I'm gonna find out more bugs and then, you know. But let's see. If it's black's turns, we pick this up. So look, yeah, we can pick up anything in our control, which is right. Now, that should be flushed, and it is. And then if we drop, let's say, 2 stones, we could, oh, okay, no, I got scared for a second there. Yeah, it's like we might want to render a drop shadow or something so that we can see a stone, because right there you can't see the stone on a mouse. So maybe we add that, but let's say we want to drop just 2 stones. So we hit enter. Now the only legal move is right there because this is a capstone. So we could do that. And I have yet to add the placement for it, but that's looking good. Okay, jeez, I gotta get going. I gotta get to the store before it closes. If we take a look at our git diff, we took out our debugging info on our stack order. We added another member to our testing grid. We fixed a bug. Well, yeah, we no longer can drop all the stones in our hand, which fixed a stack order bug that was screwing up the render. We flush our legal moves if our movement origin space is locked, and then we don't nullify our movement origin locked space. No. We only nullify legal moves if movement origin locked. Yeah. So we nullify our moves. We nullify our legal moves only if a movement origin lock is true, and that's because if we only flush our legal moves if the stone type in members 1 is a capstone or standing stone, then we can't actually pick up a capstone or standing stone. But we want to be able to pick it up. We want to be able to initiate our movement origin locked on that space, but then once that space is locked, then we need to nullify it, that legal move to false. I'm going to fix this bug in or this typo in our debugging and then commit here. So it's actually turned off at the moment, so it doesn't really matter at all, but here we go. So I'm going to add everything to the staging area with a commit message saying fixed stone pickups for less than 5 occupants. Cannot drop all stones. Which I think is reasonable. We'll just have to make like an undo button so that if you wanted to drop all those, it doesn't count as a move. You can just drop all those stones and then repick something in your control. So we'll have to add that functionality. And I'll push it. Let's leave us some notes here. We did do this. We did do this, just a little differently. Now we need to add pickups for occupants greater than 5. We need to add undo if they don't want to move that stack once movement origin locked. And then, was there another thing I said? And then I guess finally add first move place to drop stones in, so that we can actually drop stones in a legal move. Okay. I'll catch you guys tomorrow and we'll make more progress. I'm going to be switching over to Joust here probably in a bit, because I feel like I'm so close to finishing Joust that I should just crack down and finish it. But then I'm starting to feel kind of close in this. Well, I say that now until I run into crazy amounts of problems. But yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow.